Take a look happening right now at 6 school bus drivers walking off the job in Meriden, leaving parents wondering how their kids will get to school. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin joining us in just a moment with how schools are trying to help.
The state's Office of the Inspector General ruling that use of force was justified in the chaotic arrest of a man who died 4 days later. Look inside that report.
And a hero-loving father and husband remembered before being laid to rest what his fellow colleagues had to say about him.
And student loan interest starting up again today. We're going to hear from a financial expert on how you should handle preparation for payments to restart.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Right now, bus drivers in Meriden are on the picket line demanding fair wages and benefits as contract negotiations continue. Good morning, I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Keith McGilvery. Let's get right to it. Classes will go on as normal today, forcing students to find alternative ways to get to school. Want to get right out to Fox 61's Brooke Griffin live for us in Meriden. Brooke, a lot going on there behind you.
Yeah, that strike is well underway at this point this morning. You can see that there are dozens of people here already on the picket line. They're protesting. They're really striking for those fair wages. Now, this is at the New Britain Transportation Center. These dozens of people say that they've come out to fight for what they deserve. Now, right now, they say that the negotiations are nowhere near what they want or what they have been asking for. The Teamsters Local 671 Bus Drivers Union tells us it gave New Britain Transportation a midnight deadline to go ahead and reach an agreement before that contract expired, but they did not reach a deal. So the drivers have showed up here at the transportation center to have their voices heard. Now, as a result, parents do need to find another way to get their kids to school safely this morning. The schools are opening early and staying open late to accommodate those changes. Any student that's absent today or during the duration of the strike will be excused. Now, this is happening because the drivers are asking for those fair wages. Right now, they say they make at least $4 per hour less than other competing companies. The group is also asking for safe working conditions and for the company to provide health insurance, 401k contributions, and paid holidays. One union representative says they know today will be difficult for these parents, but they do need to fight for what they deserve. The bus company has released a statement saying it has never refused the drivers health care or a 401k, but they have just refused to switch over to the Teamster contract that's already in place at this point with those benefits. Now, I did just speak to a bus driver. I also spoke to the union representative here, and they say they're going to strike for as long as they have to. It could go past this evening. They say as long as there is no agreement, they're going to continue to show up here every day. They say they even have heard from parents who have given them their full support, and everybody, they say, is going to work together until an agreement is reached. Live in Meriden, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thanks so much. Obviously, a lot going on. We're going to be checking with Brooke throughout the morning, so we'll check back shortly.
Yes, we will follow the juggle for parents for sure. Either way, kids hoping to get to school this morning today. Matt, we want to give them a back-to-school forecast.
I think the forecast for today looks good, as it has yesterday and as it will for the next few. Lovely holiday weekend on tap. Good morning to you. Breezy and beautiful out there today. Humidity on hold for now. It's coming back. And the September forecast, now that we're in the new month, rabbit, could there be a heat wave coming? Possibly. We are crystal clear on the radar picture. Flow still out of the north and east. You see the needles are kind of tight. That is indicative of a little wind. Still breezy out there. Temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to the mid to upper 50s on the shoreline. Hartford at 52, the Elm City at 56. Your dew points, I promised you yesterday, they'd be even lower. Look at this. That is just fantastic. Enjoy it, kids, and everyone else outside this morning. Sunny skies up, sunny skies down the line, 54 now, 75 as the kids get off the bus later on today. Weekend forecast details coming up. Symphony's got a look at traffic. Good morning at 6:04.
Hey, good morning to you. Not a whole lot to talk about at this point in the morning, which is good news if you are heading out for the Labor Day weekend. Make sure you stay safe out there. Taking a quick look at the Hartford drive times this morning. Smooth sailing on 91 and 84. No holdups to report. Taking a live look in West Hartford as folks get up and at it on this Friday. Down in New Haven, looking good so far on 95 and 91. We can see things are moving just fine out there, and along the shoreline, same scene. No holdups to report so far. We'll have an update at 6:30.
We have an update for you out of Canterbury this morning. The Inspector General says a trooper was justified in the use of force against a man who died last year. Troopers got into a struggle with Ryan Marzi in August of 2022 after responding to a domestic violence tip. Investigators say Marzi died of a pulmonary embolism 4 days later. The medical examiner says the embolism was the direct result of a leg injury that Marzi suffered when Trooper DeSimone Stimson tried to detain him. Stimson also used a taser during the incident, but the Inspector General says that had no impact on Marzi's death. Right now, officials from the Department of Corrections and union representatives are trying to find ways to keep staff safe behind prison walls after yet another corrections officer was attacked. Officials say a prisoner punched an officer in the chest around 9 Wednesday night at the New Haven Correctional Center. That person was being transferred from another facility when the incident happened. 2 other officers were hurt while stopping the attack, and they did not require medical attention. And 1 man is now in custody in connection with a crash involving a school bus full of children in West Hartford. Police say Nelson Martinez was driving under the influence when he crashed head-on into the bus in the area of North Main Street and Miller Road. This happened back in April. Unfortunately, no children were hurt.
Take a look here, a somber day for Connecticut first responders. They laid to rest a fellow brother in uniform. Funeral services held for North Haven Fire Lieutenant Anthony DeSimone. DeSimone, a 23-year veteran of the fire department. He died last week after working a 38-hour shift. Those closest to him sharing their fondest memories.
Pam, Anthony's wife of 20 years, wants you all to know I admired his charismatic personality and his bold, fun presence in the world. That presence is going to be missed by everybody in this room.
And damn it, Anthony, you weren't supposed to go like this. We're supposed to have our time and retired, sitting down, talking, reminiscing, realizing it was all worth it in the end.
The North Haven Fire Board of Commissioners voted to promote DeSimone to lieutenant earlier this week. A scholarship fund has been opened in his name. For details, you can head to our website, fox61.com.
Well, there may be hope on the horizon for former Stone Academy students who were shut out after the school suddenly closed without warning. The Office of Higher Education says 138 students are eligible to apply for a Teach Out program. The Griffin Hospital School of Allied Health Careers will run the 10-month program, and students will be able to complete coursework and also clinical experiences at Griffin Health and Masonic Care locations. The state is funding that program with the student production account created in the wake of the Stone Academy closure.
6:08 on a Friday morning, another cyber breach, this time targeting Eversource. The utility company says it's looking into the incident involving third-party software. Eversource notifying hundreds of customers enrolled in the CT Solar Incentive Program that their personal information may have been taken. The software causing all the headaches, called Move It, which was responsible for a recent breach impacting M&T Bank customers as well. Eversource asking customers to be careful following the breach, saying in a statement it is common for scammers to target customers following incidents like this, and we encourage our customers to be vigilant by reviewing their account information and statements while being wary of scam activities and communication.